Let's vibe, let's roll, let's get it. Whoa, shawty showing out, throwing on the dance floor. Fashion killer, huh? You don't give a fuck what a nigga gotta say or a bitch. Why?
Hey guys, it's naimahrae and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, make sure you hit the subscribe button to join the fam because we stay lit over here, you feel me? And if you're a returning viewer, hey, how y'all doing on this lovely day? Kidding, it's been raining like every day here for the past 3 months. I don't know. As you guys can tell by the title of this video, your girl is back with a story time, okay? And yes, I got in an argument with my professor. But see, what happened was, okay, y'all gonna have to stick around and listen to the rest of the story. Because I promise y'all, I'm a good student, okay? But it's just like, when people disrespect you, that's when stuff get out the pocket. You feel me? That's when it gets a little heated. That's when a little tension gets up in now. You feel me? Okay, so I'm not gonna ramble. Oh, I do want to say I am gonna film a video on this look. I have a video on my channel if you guys want to see it with me doing a high ponytail look, but it's when my hair was long. Now my hair is like medium length, so I promise you guys I'm gonna film a video. I just have to keep like testing it out to make sure I could do it, because I don't want to film it on camera and it goes wrong, you know? So yeah, this is a different ponytail, by the way, but the one in my group ready with me. Is it cute, y'all? Is it cute? Let me know in the comments down below. Anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and get started with the story. I'm not gonna ramble. I'm gonna keep it short, sweet, and simple so y'all can figure out how this professor disrespected me and ended up getting an argument with me. Okay? So yeah, let's just... So pretty much, this is my freshman year of college, okay? And I'm just gonna let y'all know a little bit about how I was freshman year, okay? Your girl was in a toxic relationship, you know, really emotional and very easily set off. Like, I didn't have an anger problem, but it was like things aggravated me really easily. So like, I was just like, ugh. I've grown since then, you know, growth. So, you know, kudos for that. But that's just kind of like how I was freshman year. And pretty much I was part of this FLC, which for those who don't know, is a freshman learning community. It's like a little community where like pretty much they make you take all the same classes as like other freshmen so you guys can make friends or whatever. I'm assuming that's what it's for. I hope that's what it's for. I hope that's why I'm explaining it right, because that's what I thought it was for. So I was part of FLC, so we were all like taking the same classes, and in my FLC was my boyfriend at the time, who we're gonna call Frame, okay? We're gonna call him Frame. So Frame was in the FLC, and you know, a bunch of other people. So we were taking this class and we had a group project, okay? And y'all, this professor, okay, let me just give y'all a little rundown about the professor. The professor, to me, he was just kind of like he just didn't care about students that much. And that's like, I guess he's a great professor to have like freshman year, but at the same time, not really. Because like, you know, you come out of high school, you know, and like this man just didn't really seem like he cared for his students that much. Like, he didn't care whether you passed or failed his class. He just wanted you to know that he was right, and et cetera, et cetera. I don't know. I just feel like the vibes that I got from him was not like, I don't know. I just wasn't really feeling it like that. You feel me? Like, I just wasn't feeling it. So we had a group project in his class, and he wanted us, I think, to work in like groups of 3. So me and Frame, we teamed up, and we needed somebody else. We found another guy to work with us, who I'm gonna call Gel. Okay, yeah. Gel decided to work with us. He's like, yeah, I'll work with you guys. Just like put our names down or whatever, and da-da-da, because we had to write our names down. So we wrote all our names down, and I was like, okay, cool. And before we could get any of Gel's contact information, left, jetted out the room, zoom, like, you know, zoom, like he was gone. And I was like, did you get his number or group me or something? And Frame was like, nah. I was like, oh, well, how we gonna get in contact with him? And so Frame was like, oh, I'll email him, you know, and so we could get in contact with him or whatever. And y'all, like I just said, we was in a toxic relationship. But anyways, I told Frame, I was like, I don't want to wait till the last minute to do this project, because I knew he was very like, he what's that word, procrastinated a lot, and he waited till the last minute. The project was not hard. I was like, we need to just go ahead and get it out the way, because like, I'm not gonna sit here and wait till the last minute if there's no reason to. And he was like, yeah, don't worry, we'll get it done, da 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 da. And I'm just like, will we? And so he was like, yeah, we'll get it done, and I'll email him, don't worry. I was like, okay. So this was our last class before like the weekend, and then like the project was due when we came back from the weekend. So we are over the weekend. I text Frame. I'm like, hey, did you get in touch with what did I name him? Gel. And he was like, no, he still hasn't replied yet. I was like, okay, so like what should we do? And he was like, we should wait it out a little bit. Like we got a little bit of time. We got the class on Monday. I mean, come on, man. Like, we got a full week of class. You talk about delivery time. Anyway, so I was like, okay, I guess. We waited it out a little bit, and I don't remember if he did reply, and we did get, like, his group me information, and then he never replied there, or if he just never replied in general. But I just know that we were not able to get in touch with Jill at all. When I say at all, I mean, like, we could not get in contact with him. We thought we would see him in another one of our classes like the next day, so we could be like, hey, he didn't come to class. And I was just like, bro, this man is either avoiding us or he just like, what is going on? So pretty much me and Frame, we ended up just doing the project ourselves. We was like, well, I was like, I'm not about to fail because of this man. We just gonna like do the project and not put his name on it. Simple as that, because he ain't do no work. And here goes Frame, well, that's kind of harsh. No, it's not harsh. He ain't do no work. His name don't get put on this project. You feels me? Okay, you feels me. Y'all feel me? We did the whole project, okay? Whole thing, okay? Like, put all the information, all the sources, everything, okay? I mean, it was just a PowerPoint that we had to do. We didn't have to do no paper or nothing. But still, like, we did the project. So we get to class, right? And lo and behold, look who it is. Look who it is. Look who it is. It is Jail. Jail just sitting there on his laptop. And we just looking like, where were you this weekend? He was like, I did the project, guys. I didn't know if you guys, and like he had a project with just his name on it. And I was like, oh, you was trying to be slick. You trying to make it seem like we ain't reach out to you. And we did numerous times. What is wrong with you? So we were talking to him and we was like, well, we have a project too. And he was like, okay, well, send it to me so I can see what it looked like. So we sent it to him. And mind you, this is like a little bit before class started. But once class started, we weren't supposed to be on our computers or anything. People are presenting, like that's rude. So we were trying to fix our presentation while others were presenting, which I know is really rude. But y'all, I've never felt so unprepared for a presentation in my life. I was like, we gotta fix this. So we sent our presentation to him. And this man, he over here, I'm gonna change the theme because like it don't look business-like. Because if y'all don't know, I'm a business major. And I looked at him, I was like, first of all, I chose the theme. What's wrong with the theme? It was a little one. It was a black one with little rainbows. What's wrong with that? It's black with rainbows. It's black with a touch of color. What's not business about that, okay? It's like business with a little bit of creativity. Like, I don't understand. I don't. I was like, okay, whatever. And so I'm thinking he gonna let us know what he is changing on the slides. Because he's like editing the slides or whatever. And I'm like, oh God. Like, I was just nervous, y'all. First of all, let me tell y'all about me real quick in presentations. Your girl, I know y'all probably think, Naimah, you get on camera and you film YouTube videos, but that is like completely different. I get so nervous when it comes to presentations. I get anxiety. I literally, I be shaking. Like, it's bad. Like, I am always usually so nervous when I have to do a presentation. But this one, it was worse because I felt very, very, very unprepared because like, we didn't practice it as like a whole. We practice it as me and Frame take the slides. And so we kind of just like whispered to him like, hey, I'm doing this slide. I'm doing this one. He was like, okay, I'll do the rest. And so the professor was like picking on people to go. It wasn't like you could get up and go when you wanted to. And I was hoping that we just didn't go that day because I knew we weren't going to get through everybody that day. So I guess the professor saw us on our laptops while other people were presenting. And he just thought, he was like, you know what? Let me punish them. You guys go. And we was just like, and mind you, what did I name him? I always forget his name. Okay, Gel was complete opposite of me. This man was ready to present. He was very outspoken, outgoing, all of that and everything. And I was just like, but we're not ready. And so he got up. He was like, okay, let's go. And I was like, no. Like, I did not want to get up there and present. So we get down there and we trying to pull up our presentation, y'all. And I'm nervous. I'm like, oh my gosh, I hope that like, you know, technology, like, please come through, don't work today. Please, something crazy happen, like the whole PowerPoint delete. And we just be like, oh my gosh, we don't know what happened. Like, why did none of that happen? Out of all the times that technology be messing up, it didn't. It didn't that day. It did not. And I was just like, okay. It's cool. So he pull up the slides and it's in a completely different theme, completely different format and everything. And I'm just looking at it like, I ain't never seen these slides before in my life. And so like I'm looking at some of the information that's on there, and I guess he used different sources than we did. So some of the information on there was like, first of all, he worded it differently, and some of it I just didn't know what it was, if we being real. And I was like, bro, I cannot present something and I don't know nothing about it. Like, I cannot do that. And so like I was just looking at the slides, I was looking at frame, I was like, this is not good. This is not good at all. So you guys, our presentation starts, and this is where things get a little this is where things just start going downhill. Okay, so everybody gets through their parts. Okay, everybody gets through their parts. Like, literally everybody gets through their parts. Why it gotta be me that gotta have an issue? It comes to my part and I'm reading it and I'm like, you know, I did a little quick glance over the slides and I'm like, yeah, and so this and da 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 and blah blah blah, and this was invented so and so this happened and da 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 da. And like literally I think it was like in the middle of the presentation, because I don't even think it was like at the end with the questions. I really don't, because I feel like I would have remembered that. I just remember the professor interjecting. Okay, I didn't finish. He was just interjecting. And he was like, how did that happen if so-and-so was invented in so-and-so? That don't make any sense. And da-da-da-da. And so immediately the whole class starts like kind of laughing. And I'm like, this man did not just, he did. So in my head, you know, my head was just like, Naimah, don't say nothing, let it go. And then the other side of me was like, Naimah, you got this from the source. You better tell him. He over here making you look stupid in front of everybody. So that's exactly what I did. I was like, I got that from the source. And he was like, but that doesn't make sense because so-and-so and so-and-so. And I was like, well, if you want to take it up with, you can look at our sources when we're done, but that's what I read. I don't know if I misread it or what. And he was like, but it just can't be right. And I was like, okay, well, you need to consult with the website because I don't know. And like while me and him are going back and forth, like the class is still kind of like laughing, but they're like, they slowly start to like kind of lower their volume, and like it get like one of them awkward silences, like, oh, like she ain't find it, she didn't find it funny. Now please explain to me why would I find it funny if somebody is like pretty much low-key like calling me out in front of everybody? Like, that's like, okay, I feel like it's one of those things where you, like, for example, say you have like something stuck to your back of your pants or something. Like, you don't want somebody to like yell across the room like, hey, you got something on the back of your pants. You want them to pull you to the side and be like, hey, like, you got something on your pants, you might want to go look at it. Like, you want them to do that. And I just feel like what the professor did was rude, because first of all, you didn't let me finish the presentation. Second of all, you cut me off. Third of all, like, you literally could have waited until the end of the presentation and been like, you know, gave proper critique. Because, you know, if anybody knows how to give proper critique, you always talk about the positives first and then you go into the negatives. Or he could have just asked a question, but the way he said it, he was like, that's wrong, this is why, ain't no if, ands, or but about it, I'm interrupting you, I'm letting you know that that's wrong, that's completely wrong. And I'm just like, so yes, me and the professor definitely did go back and forth that day, because I just felt like he was being rude by even like, y'all, I don't know. I just don't like when people do that type of stuff. I just feel like, am I overreacting? Like, y'all let me know in the comments down below if I am overreacting to the whole situation, or if I overreacted. Like, if I should have just like kept my mouth shut and just been like, oh, okay, my bad. Or like if I should have actually like just been like, oh, no, it came from the source. Because that's where it came from. And he proceeded to come back at me. And I was just like, it came from the source. So like, was I wrong? Like, I just want to know, because I just feel like he was wrong, because he could have approached the situation better, you know? I know I had a slight anger issue, but still. And then Frame and Jail just gonna stand there and not even try to back me up. And I'm just like, okay. Pretty much after class, after the presentations was done, and like once everybody was leaving, I had pulled up the source on my computer where I had got it from, and I low-key think the professor ended up being right about what he was saying, which, I mean, that's perfectly fine, but you ain't, the way you approach the situation, you ain't have to do it like that. That's my concern. It was the principle, not really like the content of the of the situation, if that makes sense. So I went up to him and I was like, hi, I just want to tell you that this is the source that I got it from, and this is where it says like what it says. And I was like, and he was like, okay, well, I was just letting you know that so and so and so and so is wrong. He was like, sometimes you can't rely on some of these sources and da 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 da. And he was just going on, and he still kind of had that cocky like I'm right, you're wrong type attitude about it. And I was just like, okay, sure. And I just remember I walked out the class and I called my mom because I was just really upset because I felt like the whole thing was just not done. Like, I just feel like it could have been handled better. Like, I just feel like that's embarrassing, you know? Like, it was just embarrassing, you guys. I don't even want to talk about it anymore because I don't like how it's making me feel. And anyways, that's pretty much the end of the story. Yeah, I don't even really know what to say. Do you guys think that I was overreacting? Do you guys think that I was wrong for feeling how I was feeling? Like, because he like just jumped in and was like, that's wrong. And then the whole class started laughing. Like, I don't know, like if it was the freshmen in them and the freshmen in me that caused me to argue and caused them to laugh. But like, I just want to know, like, was like, how would y'all have reacted? Okay, let me know in the comments down below. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So make sure you guys follow me on all my social media. It's always in the description box down below at naimahrae. You feels me. I'm gonna try to bring you guys more story times. I want to do more mini story times, but I don't know if you guys liked my first one or not, so I'm gonna throw out another one and see if you guys like it. Let me know if you want to see the story times that I mentioned in my mini story time, which I'll link up there and in the description box so you guys can go watch it, so you'll know what I'm talking about. But yeah, like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what other videos I can't talk. Let me know what other video ideas you guys want to see from me. With all that being said, I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye, guys.
I want a chick that grind on a 9 to 5. Oh, she in them college books trying to get a rise. But tonight, I'm just trying to have a good time.